open up, she taking way too much. Put in my all and got nothing back. I'm feeling so ashamed, I fell into your game. Why you gotta do me like that? Don't say you love me, then go and leave me. It can't get ugly, trust and believe me. Say it to myself, looks so deceiving. Trying to fight back, this far from easy. I see your hands. Delilah, don't you know my eyes see your hands. Delilah, don't you know my. Gave you all of me, had me so deceived. You chose to leave my life, so I'm on my own in a cycle. I can't believe. Don't say you love me, then go and leave me. It can't get ugly, trust and believe me. Say it to myself, looks so deceiving. Trying to fight back, just far from easy. I see your hands. Delilah, don't you know my eyes see your hands. Delilah, don't you know my. Don't you know I see your hands. Delilah. I know you're somewhere out there, somewhere far away. I want you back. I want.
Good morning, Alpha Day Trading family. What's up and what's going on, traders? And happy Money Tuesday. It is November 15th, 9:03 a.m. And I tell you what, I think we got a big day ahead of us, guys. So, how we doing? How we feeling? Welcome back. I'm excited to be here, and I'm excited to work with each and every one of you. So, Alpha Nation, Alpha Day Trading family, go ahead and hit me with a big old good morning and happy Money Tuesday, aka Taco freaking Tuesday. Yep, it's Taco Tuesday, baby. We're gonna have some tacos. Anyway, guys, hit me with those big good mornings, and then everybody over on YouTube right now at this point in time, hit me with a big old Alpha Day Trading good morning as well, and then drop your location. Where are you tuning in from right now at this point in time? Also, is this your first live session stream, or have you been here before? Are you excited? I know I'm asking you a lot of questions, but let's get some engagement going. Let's get you guys pumped up. My job here in the morning is to get you prepared for today's trading session, dissecting the 1,000, 3,000 stocks in existence and breaking it down to our top 3 penny stocks and our top 3 option plays for today. Eliminate the noise, remove the distractions, get you focused on where the best opportunity is, because where the opportunity is where the profits are. And we're here to make some profits and learn at the same time. But, you know, it's safe to say we're here to make some profits, right, guys? So who's ready to attack this day? Who is ready to make some big-time profits? Because I tell you what, I'm ready. I'm ready to make it happen. So let's dive into it, guys. But before we do so, what's up, traders? Ladies and gentlemen, inside the chat, Mr. Joey, Trader Adam, Steve, Hack, Stir Hack, welcome back, brother. Wayne, you are back. It's been a while. Happy to have you back inside the chat. Steve, Alan, good morning. Lyndon H, Steve S, Mr. G, Placid, Corey. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, inside the chat. Tony's up in here as well with the big old good morning. What's up, Mr. Tony? Again, good morning, Alpha family. Hope you guys are having an amazing morning, that you guys are all set, ready to rock. We got Andrew over on YouTube right now at this point in time. Jason, Bid, Win, Kata, John, Andrew, Ziggy, Joey, Andrew. Ooh, Daniel, John, my goodness, what's going on? The Bay Area, that's what's up. Love it. Mr. G. Gino, good morning from Iowa. We got Sydney, Australia. I love it, Andrew. That's what's up. Maybe I got to visit sometime. I've always wanted to go to Australia. North Kakalaki, Alabama. Mr. Joey, that's what I'm talking about, guys. All right. Again, good morning. Welcome to the stream. If this is your first stream, what to expect. Every morning I go live here on YouTube, 30 minutes, again, just for free, right? I do have a private community where I work and coach with traders all day, every day. But in the mornings, I like to get you guys prepared for the trading session, all right? So from 9 a.m. to 9:30 here on YouTube, I am live. And again, dissecting everything in the market, right? Really taking 2, 3, 4,000 stocks, whatever it is, and really bringing your focus into the top 2 to 3 penny stocks for the day that have the best opportunity to make profits, and then the top option plays for today as well. So not only am I going to eliminate the noise, remove the distractions, and get you focused, it's a very nice educational experience as well. How I go about this process, marking up my levels, getting prepared, building trade plans before the day even starts so I know exactly what I want to do when I want to do it, and I don't need to predict what's going to happen in the market. I just need to react to what happens in the market based on the plans that I have built. There's a lot of great things to take away here from a mindset, discipline, emotional standpoint, right? And a lot to take away from a technical standpoint and a preparation standpoint. So you're going to learn a lot being here. But the biggest thing, you guys are like, Josh, just talk about the stocks because I want to make the money, right? So let's talk about the stocks and let's see where the profits are for today. And I want to see each and every one of us locking in some big time profits, all right? So let's talk about the top penny stocks that we have for today. And before we dive into it, what I do want to say, guys, is penny stocks have been so hit or miss. So hit or miss. Still a lot of lack of follow through. Like yesterday was like the first day in quite some time that we saw some big time movers in the market. XELA, absolutely monster of a stock. TBLT, ripping and running. Yesterday was like the first day that we saw stocks do well. And what do those two stocks have in common? Earnings. What are we seeing today with all of our upgappers right now at this point in time? It's all earnings, right? Go take a look at PEGY. Earnings. QH. Earnings, right? CUEN, SYTA, AZTA. All of our top gaining stocks right now are up off earnings. All right. So there's not like that one stock that's like, my goodness, that's the best one, right? They're all moving up for the same reasons. They're all relatively low float stocks. PEGY, 4 million in float. SYTA, right? 16 million in float. CUEN, 7 million in float. QH, 1 million. They're all low float stocks that can rip and run, right? QH, trading really good volume. CUEN, good volume. All right. PEGY, not the best volume, but PEGY is a former mover and traders really like that stock. And then SYTA, good volume. So it's like, all right, you got 4 stocks right in front of us, right? Which one's the best? Guys, you don't know which one's really going to be the best when the market opens on up. So what I would suggest and what I'm going to do as a vetted 7-8 year trader when it comes to penny stocks is I'm going to keep them all on watch and really kind of just look and see which one performs the best when the market opens on up. That's what I'm going to do, right? I don't have one of the 4 that I'm like, this is it. I'm really going to see where traders decide to go. Where does the majority of traders go? 80% of the focus. Is it on QH? Is it on CUEN? Is it on PEGY? We'll find out within the first 5, 10, 15 minutes of the market open. And that's what I'm planning on doing today. So QH, definitely going to be one of those stocks on watch. And we're just going to give you our levels and then sit back at the start of the day and really wait to see where traders go on one of these penny stocks. And then we know which stock is the best stock. And we already have our levels marked up. We're already one step ahead. All right. So QH, bottom support right around 205 with top resistance at 250. If we see QH breaking and holding 250, the stock has room to $3. Okay. And just before we continue to dive into this, all of these stocks that we're discussing here, right? They're low floats, good volume, and they're all moving up on earnings, right? So QH, 205 support, 251 resistance. A break over 251 is where a lot of buyers will start moving on in for the next spike and the next rip on up towards around $3. And then what you can do right now as well here on QH is run yourself a nice little downtrend. If you come down to 205 and bounce, break that downtrend, you can actually get long at a break of the downtrend, scale out and take profit at 250. And if you break 250, leave a runner on the table up to $3, right? Yesterday we had a pretty hot day with some penny stocks off earnings, and those stocks really took on off. So I definitely want to keep a lot of these on watch, like TBLT up 72%, GETY 31%. XELA at one point was doing really well. So definitely we have some potential to see these stocks continue to break, rip, and move higher throughout the day versus seeing a lot of rug pulls and choppiness like we've been seeing the last 3 weeks in penny stocks, right? So QH, definitely something we're going to keep on watch out of the gate and see if this is the one stock that traders decide to move on into, looking for a break of that downtrend to get an entry. CUEN is also up on earnings. Sales 1 million up from 109K year over year. So we got some good earnings here with CUEN. And right now we have support right around 47 cents. Daily support, daily support, daily support. You can see it. Daily resistance right around 47 cents. What is also right around 47 cents? We got the 50 SMA. So that's support right now at this point in time here on CUN, with top resistance right back up at those pre-market highs. And I'm going to put this on a 1 minute real quick. And that's going to give us a great idea of where that resistance is. And it's going to be 56.87. The reason why it's 5687, not 59, is we hit 56 cents once, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. We hit 59 cents 1 time. So the best level of resistance here is going to be that 0.5687 level, okay? So yes, we want to see this hold above support and then obviously get back up towards around that 56, 57 cent level. And then a break over 59 cents is where volume and buyers would really start to step on in to the stock here on CUEN. We ever see a break over that pre-market high, again, that's where a lot of buyers move on in, and we start to see that volume step up for the next spike. Where could we see traders push this stock? Well, I would say we could see traders push this stock towards around 62 to 63 cents. I mean, that's going to be a really tough level. Look at all of that support. All of that support. That's really strong daily support. So it's kind of probably going to be really strong daily resistance as well. So keep in mind that between 62 and 63 cents is going to be extremely strong resistance, and that may be tough to break above. All right, so that's CUEN, SYTA. Okay, again, we're just kind of getting these levels marked up, getting prepared, and then we're going to sit back and wait and see which stock gets the attention from traders. Okay, so SYTA is going to have a good amount of resistance at 28 cents, 28.5 cents. That's your 50 SMA, okay? Right now, we are kind of grinding this trend line. It's a slight trend line to the upside. As long as you hold the trend line, you can actually trade this long back up to your pre-market highs of 26 cents. And if you ever break over 26 cents, you know you have room to the 50 SMA, and the 50 SMA is at 28.5 cents, right? If you ever get long on this and it starts to crack the trend line, you get stopped out, you walk away. Because if we crack the trend line, we go from the bullish side to the bearish side, all right? And we want to make sure that we're not in this trade long if we start cracking on down and go to the bearish side. So right now you do have this trend line as support. We could see a nice bounce back up to pre-market highs of 26 cents and then 28.5 cents. We ever crack this trend line, we have room to fade and fall all the way back down to yesterday's high a day, right around 18 cents. All right, that's SYTA. And then last but not least, PEGY. And don't worry, guys, we're getting into the fun stuff here in a second. The ones that really look good, my back burner sleeper plays, that usually work out pretty dang good. We're going to get into the fun ones here in a second because I'm not really focused on these earning plays. I'm really not. There's like 2 other stocks that I think have really, really good potential. And that's where my focus is for today, guys. But again, I want to get you guys prepared if you're watching these. PEGY, found support at 290, came through, broke the downtrend, and it's slowly working its way on up to 328 resistance. All right, so 328 resistance, bottom support, 290. If you ever see PEGY crack below 290, your next level of support is $2.66. But if you can see PEGY open, everybody rushes into this stock. This happens to be the top gainer. You never know. And we start to break $3.28. I like PEGY because that's where a lot of volume is really going to start moving on in, and traders are going to start buying this bad boy up. And we have a lot of potential to $4, guys. Okay, so we have a lot of great potential to 4, and then 417. And 417 is your 200-day moving average. So I'd really like to see if PEGY can break above those pre-market highs and then stay above those pre-market highs. And if we see that price action and we see that take place, I'm definitely looking to get long on PEGY for the spike and that next leg up towards around 4 and then 417, guys. I would say out of those 4 stocks that we just talked about, QH looks really good as well. And the reason I like QH is if we break pre-market highs, we have 50 cents to run to the upside. PEGY, if we break these pre-market highs, we have 70 cents of potential to rip and run to the upside. And when you look at PEGY and QH and compare it to these other stocks, they look a little bit better as well as far as how they're moving, how they're developing, all that good stuff. So those are going to be the top 2 that I personally want to keep on watch, but you are also watching CUEN. There's good potential. And then you're also going to be watching, what was the other one? SYTA as well, off earnings. Okay. So those are going to be your top gainers. But let's dive into quickly, but yet efficiently, on stocks that I think have really, really good potential today and the rest of this week. Some back burner sleeper plays. Great day trade opportunities that could also turn into phenomenal swing trades. Okay. TBLT. I'm going to make this quick. Here inside of chat, I'll be a little bit more detailed with you guys. I got to keep some things exclusive for our members inside of the community, but I'm going to bring it to your attention. TBLT, I believe, has fantastic potential today, the rest of this week, and possibly into next week. Again, possible swing trade, depending on the price action and what we see take place inside of that gray box you can see on my screen. Okay? That's the details I'm going to give you guys. Inside of chat, your details have been posted inside of levels. The details, the plans, all that good stuff. You need me to follow up? We'll follow up this afternoon or when the market opens, whenever, on TBLT to make sure you're fully aware of what's going on here. Okay, but TBLT, back burner sleeper play pick. Looks great, looks fantastic. Again, go check out levels. There's a lot of things backing the stock up, and I think there's great potential here. Again, today, the rest of this week, into next week as well, okay? And then the other one I think has really good potential. This has been posted up inside of the Levels chat as well. Go check it out, understand the reasoning behind it. There's really good potential here with CABA. As far as breaks, the reasonings, targets, this is one of my back burner sleepers, right? Like Alan just said, you got to make it a VIP, right? It's a VIP stock, 100%. Alan, I got you, right? So CABA, check it out in levels. If you have questions, we will follow up. But just know this is one of my top back burner sleeper play picks. And you guys love my sleeper plays. They typically do really, really good, and they exceed our expectations. I see a lot of fantastic potential with CABA. Go into levels, check it out. And I see a lot of good potential with TBLT as well, depending on what happens inside that little gray box here today into tomorrow and the rest of the week, right? So check that out, get prepared. And I really want you guys to ask questions if you don't understand something, because I don't want you missing out on really good opportunities. I'm here for you. Make sure you use me and abuse me inside of chat, right? So you're all set there. Stocks that I'm looking at today for options, right? Everybody's like, what's your option play for the day, Josh? Well, it's going to be the SPY and the Qs primarily, but I also have one on XOM. So keeping it really simple on the SPY, guys. It's actually really, really simple today on the SPY. We want to see it hold above $400. Like, that's it. As long as we retain and stay above $400, we have potential to pre-market highs, 403.54, right? And then where can we see the SPY go? Where has the SPY gone, right? Several times this year, gets rejected, and then falls, and then dumps on off. Well, that's your 200-day moving average, right? 200-day moving average, strong rejection. 200-day moving average, strong rejection. Today, the 200-day moving average is here right around 406.90. So if we get up to that 200-day moving average and we see that type of topping price action and we see that selling pressure, we may have another really good day trade off the 200 SMA that turns into a nice swing trade. I mean, we've taken this trade the last 2 times it's happened. We took it here over 100%. We took it here for the gap fill down to like what? It was like 415, over 100%. Nailing it, big time profits. Nailing it, big time profits. But we have to wait and see what the price action looks like, right? We cannot just say, it's going to happen, I'm pulling the trigger. Because it may come up and just go bloop and squeeze on through, and there was never a reason to get in. So have a plan built, which we do. We want to get long above 400 today. If we stay above 400, back up to 403.54, and then up to the 200-day moving average. Then we're out of our long position while we wait to see what the market does at the 200 SMA. And if it's developing and giving us what we want to see, we're going to start placing entries there to the short side, 30 to 45 days out for a possible rejection and a nice little swing trade to the downside. And again, that could be a great day trade that turns into a fantastic swing trade. All right, so that's game plan number 1. Game plan number 2 is, what if the SPY falls back below 400, right? I mean, I can't tell you how many times we see the stock look really, really good, looks really, really bullish, just any stock in general. You're looking for the market to come down, bounce off that level, and then start grinding on back up. But I can't tell you how many times we've seen the market come on down, bounce, and then it fails to hold, comes back up for a retest, and then it's a really good day for puts, right? Because you're playing puts on the retest. That is very possible, and that could happen. So if we do, for any reason, fall back below 400, and we see it come back up to 400 for a retest of resistance, we definitely want to play puts, right? And we're just going to look left at prior highs and prior lows over the last couple of days. Those are going to be our targets, to keep it that simple, that easy. So again, when you look left, if that were to happen, where would you look to start scaling out of that short position? Well, you want to find multiple touches here on your time frame. Yeah. So 399.20, right? Resistance, 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 support. A lot of resistance this morning here in pre-market. So that's going to be a first target right around 399.20. Look left again. Do you have any other levels? Boom, right there. 398.38. And that's all you're going to do. So you're going to look over the last few days and look for multiple touches at the same price. Okay. And if we do crack below 400, okay, and then we retest 400 as resistance and we start to see a nice crack and retest and we're playing puts, we can definitely start to see nice 75 cent to dollar drops to the downside. 75 cent to dollar drops to the downside as we're scaling out. And a lot may be thinking, Josh, that doesn't seem like a lot, right? 75 cents to $1, I need $5 moves. I need $10 moves out of the SPY. You don't. Absolutely not, because guess what you have? You now have a Tuesday expiration. So look at this. For the first time ever, we have a Tuesday expiration here on the SPY. So contracts are going to be cheap. Those movements will pay you nicely. Like if you're trading a 30 delta on a contract, right, and you get $1 move, you made $30 on the contract, but the contract today is probably going to cost you $1, right, because it's a 0 DTE. So you're talking, 30% plus potential. So you got to look at it that way. Is don't look at it as I need $5-10 for the SPY to move to make profit. Look at it as for every contract I hold at a 30 delta, I make $30 of profit for every dollar that the SPY drops or goes up if I'm on a 30 delta. And then you start thinking, hey, what if I get to a point of like 10 contracts, right? And I'm taking those dollar moves, but I have 10 contracts, not one. Now I'm making $300, but I'm not looking for $5-10 moves. I'm looking for quick little dollar scalps, dollar moves out of the SPY. Maybe that's your style and your strategy of trading. And it doesn't require a lot of capital to even be able to get, say, 5-10 contracts. But again, kind of getting off topic here a little bit, just putting it in perspective is these are really, really easy, clean, successful trades. 75 cents to $1, 75 cents to $1. We have traders that rinse and repeat that every single day inside of chat, and they make killer profits. They're not looking for $5-10 home runs. They're looking for nice, quick base hits. All right, so the SPY, you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. There's a lot of great potential here today. Game plan number 1 is the long off the balance at 400. If we come back down and hold 400, looking to play calls back to 403.50. and then 406.90, which is the 200 SMA, and then looking to see if it's a good short at that point in time off the 200-day moving average. And then you guys have your plans if we fall back below 400 as well. And then obviously when the market opens and we start to develop, we'll be commentating it, we'll be breaking it down, getting you guys updated, and then trading this live, okay? The Qs right now at this point in time, I kind of want to watch the SPY more than the Qs. Personally, that's just me. But what we want to do here is keep the Qs on watch above yesterday's high. So right around this 289.53 is going to be the best level of support for the Qs. And we're simply looking for a break over pre-market highs. And if we get the Qs to break pre-market highs here, obviously the SPY is going to be breaking on up. Qs are going to be breaking on up. If we see the Qs breaking above these pre-market highs, you have room for the Qs to get to 300 bucks. All right. But if we can't break these pre-market highs and we're failing and we look weak, we could see the Qs drop back down to that 289.50 level. Okay. But I'm really just primarily watching the SPY today, as the SPY looks a little bit cleaner, a little bit more predictable to a certain extent. We got 3 minutes to go, right? There was a lot to talk about today. Tons of opportunity in the market, but there's one last stock I want to bring to your attention. And I really like this for a day trade turning into a possible swing trade. And that's going to be XOM. Again, team, XOM was posted inside of levels. Long story short, because we got 2 minutes to go, is we see a lot of topping price action, right? A lot of topping price action here, a lot of upper shadows, a lot of rejections around this 114.50. The other thing that I'm starting to notice here is some slight divergence here with the RSI on the daily. So you're starting to see a little bit of that divergence with XOM on the daily. You're seeing a lot of topping action, and I see a nice gap that needs to get filled. So if we see XOM cracking below 112.50, I have to short this, right? I have to get short below 112.50 for the gap fill at 110.60. That's nearly 2 points to the downside. It doesn't seem like a lot, but when you put it in perspective of, let's say you got a 30 delta on your contract here with XOM, and your contracts aren't really that expensive, right? You're looking at like $1 a contract. You have 10 contracts, for example. Your investment's $1,000, hypothetically, right? And you got 10 contracts at a 30 delta, and you get a 2-point move to the downside. That's $600 of potential profit on a small $2 move with XOM, to put it in perspective. So I like the setup. I like the trade. A lot of topping price action. It definitely appears like it's ready to start pulling back short term to fill that daily gap. Okay, so I'm looking for XOM short position below 112.50 down the 110.60. My maximum risk on this trade cannot exceed $1. I'm looking for $2 to the downside. If we crack below 112.50, we see it back up to like 113, 113.50. That's an exit. You got to get out and then rinse and repeat. Hopefully you hit the next one if it works on out. Not hopefully, but if it does set back up, at least you know you can get right back in to a trade that still has potential. So we will be waiting to see what the price action looks like, what it does at the start of the day, and really just confirm the best of the best entries here on XOM, guys. Okay, so this is one of my top stocks I want to keep on high watch today. Obviously, the SPY and the Qs is where a lot of my focus is. And then kind of on the back burner, just checking out Walmart, right? I'm going to watch it throughout the day. Nothing right now. And then Roblox. I'm going to watch it throughout the day, but nothing right this second. But I may bring this to your attention on Roblox if we see it set up. There is potential. And I may bring Walmart back to your attention as well if it sets up, because there's potential. All right. So I know there's a lot to take in, but my job is to make sure I do it thoroughly, efficiently, and break it down to where it's really digestible. Okay, now your goal is to take what resonated with you. Everything we talked about, what really resonates with you, your style, and then you're going to apply that today and you're going to make money. It's that easy. All right, so out of the gate, let's watch PEGY, guys. All right, let's watch QH here above that 205 region for a break of the downtrend. That's the number one stock right now that I'm watching is QH, guys. I mean, literally right out of the gate, I'm all over QH for the break of this downtrend off that 205 support if we hold on up. Look at that big lower shadow, but it got bought right back up. Massive dump to 190. Buyers are really heavily stepping back in the QH off that massive lower shadow. I'm taking a really small, riskier position here because there was a lot of buying pressure there, right? A lot of buying pressure to really push that stock right back up. And I'm looking to see if buyers continue to move in for the break of the downtrend. So I'm long at 209, but I'm keeping my stops really, really tight. If it doesn't start squeezing and breaking right here through the downtrend, I'm out. Massive lower shadow, got bought back up quickly. So all of that selling got absorbed. I'm looking to see if buyers can continue to follow through for the break of the downtrend and the squeeze to 250. So I'm long on a small position right now just to see if we start to break. It is riskier the first couple of minutes of the day. That's why my position is extremely small. And if it doesn't start squeezing here, I'm going to get out. I can always get right back in. See, I'm out. Look at that. I lost $6, right? It was worth it. Because if that would have started to squeeze and rip, hey, we're in the green. We're making money. So I'm out right now. I lost a whopping $6 there. That was worth it all day. All right, so QH was looking to see if we got a nice little pop there, but now it's fading. So you just get out, right? It was definitely worth the go. How's PEGY looking? Nothing here. CABA, that's my back burner sleeper. We'll see if that one starts to pop on up for us, guys. Definitely check that out in levels. Looks great. TBLT is another one that looks fantastic, but let's go look at Roblox. Roblox had potential, nothing yet. XOM, still plenty of time there. Right, and the best approach to the market that we've all been really doing lately and applying lately is sitting back the first 5 to 10 minutes and waiting for things to develop, right? The first 5-15 minutes, it's been rough. It's been brutal. It's been very inconsistent. The best trades have been presenting themselves 9:45 to 10 o'clock. So sit back on those beautiful hands and just wait. And I am watching CABA just because it's one of my back burner sleepers, and I want to periodically look at this one because if we start to see good price action and some movement, there may be a reason to get in slightly early. I mean, there's no entries yet, but I want to let you know that I will be looking at it periodically. If we ever do see this really setting up the way we want and seeing that good price action, we're all over it, guys. Right now, as long as we are patient, the opportunity will come to us. So if you're watching PEGY, look for a break and a hold above 328. That's it. Breaking, holding above 328, looking strong. You can take it long to $4. So PEGY is going to be on watch here. Still looking at QH to see if it does anything. So Walmart got right back into that prior demand zone that we falsely broke above. Back into the zone, fell out. Now it's turning resistance here on Walmart. So right now at this point in time, Walmart looks to be a put and a short, not a long. If Walmart breaks high a day, you're out. But right now, Walmart does look more of a put versus a long here. as we just came inside of that zone and saw a really, really nice rejection. Let's see what Walmart continues to do here over the next few moments and see if there's a reason to start jumping in, possibly to the short side here. Just want to see what the price action looks like here. Patience pays, guys. Patience pays. Below VWAP, I may take a small short here below VWAP, looking for the rejection. And I'll look for the crack on down below low of day. Keeping stops really, really tight. I'm not in yet because it really just comes down to price action. And there's no reason to get in yet, but I'm just watching. I'm observing. And if we see, what we want to see here, I'm not opposed to getting a small equity position. Looking for that possible crack on down. I would say back down towards around like 143.30. Yeah, 143.30 if we fail in this zone. So worth watching here. If I make an entry, I'll definitely tell you guys. But there may be something right around the corner. Nice downtrend rejection, getting tight inside that wedge below. I'm going to take a small position here. I have to. I like the price action. I like the technicals. I don't have a chance to mark everything up. I don't have a chance to mark up all my trend lines. But I can visually see where the trend lines would be at. So I'm into the short side. Stops are at 147 here. And it's a small position. I'm going to add below low of day. Or actually, I'm going to add below this low here. So if I have a second to take my finger off the trigger, there's your downtrend. There's your wedge. But you have a lot of price action below VWAP as to why I'm short right now with a tight stop. And I'll rinse and repeat until we get that move in our direction, if the direction is going to be down. But at this point in time, there's a few separate things that suggest more sellers than buyers, higher probabilities to the downside versus a spike to the upside. Again, the market's the market. Anything can happen, but I'm willing to take a small position here to get my feet wet, and I can always add to it as well. But stops are really tight. I mean, I'm risking literally like 70 cents on this trade. And we're looking to make $3 to the downside. So it's well worth it for me to start a position here. Again, equities, not options. Equities, not options. And I'm sure those options are a little funky too. Massive gap up on earnings. It's up 5-6%. I'm sure that the spreads are a little funky right now with the options, especially the first 8 minutes out of the gate. That's why I chose to take shares versus option contracts on this one. Nope. Starting the squeeze, getting ready to get out. There's your 80s. Getting ready to pull the trigger to the exit. Small little loss. What is like $50? Yeah, nothing crazy. Yep, that's definitely an exit here. We're starting to squeeze that downtrend back. Okay, we're out. Perfect. It was worth the go. I still like it. Rinse and repeat. Let's see if it sets back up here. Right now, we're going to go ahead and walk away from that one. MMAT flying. MMAT, we'll go check it out. But that's the name of the game, guys. You see a good opportunity, you take it. I mean, that's how I trade, right? I see a good opportunity, I take it. If it doesn't do exactly what I want in a short period of time, I walk away. Paper cut, right? That's exactly what we saw in QH. Saw an opportunity, small size, take it. Not working out, cut it. Walmart, see an opportunity, I like it, I'm going to take it. Don't like it anymore, cut it. Walk away, paper cut. These trades would develop and move in our favor. I add to it quickly, build a full position, look for the move, start taking profits. We have a nice trade. And that's it. Rinse and repeat on good opportunities that you see until you get the trade that really pays you. That's how I trade anyway. So I'm willing to take 5 paper cuts in a row to get one really nice winner that completely wipes out the small paper cuts and puts us nicely in the green. And that's all we do. Rinse and repeat. So yeah, PEGY over that 328. We know we have potential to spike to $4. If you are not already in PEGY, you are not buying this at 360. The stock just went from $3 to 360 without pulling back. Okay? What happens when we chase stocks? What happens, guys? When we chase stocks, this happens, right? When we chase stocks, that happens. When we chase stocks, that happens. Do not be the guinea pig. Do not chase stocks. Wait for the stock to pull back. What's the rule of thumb? Any stock moves more than 20, 30, 50 cents to the upside without pulling back, you don't touch it until it pulls back. All right, QH is off the watch list for now. CABA still has killer potential, guys. I do not want anybody forgetting about CABA. This one has killer potential today. Again, we're 11 minutes into the day, right? If you're like, man, there's so many things moving, so much opportunity. Where's the trades? Guys, listen, you're 11 minutes in. Sometimes the best trade comes 10:30, 11 o'clock, right? End of day, right? It's not a race to be profitable first, okay? This is not a sprint, it's a marathon. No one cares how quick you make money. What people care about and what you care about is what you walk away with. So don't be out here forcing trades and chasing stocks just because you see everything ripping and you're not in a position. It's 11 minutes. It's 12 minutes into your day, right? Some traders don't even trade the first 30 minutes. You're okay. Sit back, be patient, and wait for the best trade to come to you, right? So just breathe. If you feel anxious and you want to get into something, breathe, bring yourself into the focus and into the present, right? Be focused, understand that your trade will come. AJ, there we go, buddy. Got a quick $58 there on PEGY. I'm talking about, man. I love it.
Good morning, guys.
Yo, yo, what's up, Mr. Matt? Good morning.
Good morning.
Guess what?
What?
It's not Monday.
I know. Isn't that nice?
No, it's
Had
not.
one trade yesterday.
Only one?
One.
Hey, guess what? Me too. Only one. So obviously, the number one stock right now is PEGY. The best level of support, 328. However, we know that with hot stocks with great momentum and action, they like to put in these, what we call hiccup candles, break out, and then come back down and test the lower shadow of those hiccup candles as support. So you could see a nice bounce at 342, nice pop, follow through, new high a day. So if you're looking for an entry, you can take maybe a small position at 342. Those levels like to bounce. But if you crack 342, the next best level is going to be 328. And that's going to be on PEGY, guys. So this is the number one stock to have on watch right now at this point in time. Coming down to that 9 EMA, starting to bounce a little bit. Trevor Big Dog saying, yeah, PEGY got me up good today. That's awesome, man. If you were in before the break, well done. If you got in at the break, you have kahunas. I still don't have kahunas right now to trade high-a-day breakouts on penny stocks. But good job if you did. This one was the one that worked out for you. All right, 9:45 traders over on YouTube. I hope you guys got prepared for today. Looks like Trevor Big Dog was able to make some profits. I hope you guys were able to get some quick wins in the market as well. And I'll see you guys back here tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. as we do this once again. And who knows, maybe tomorrow is our free stream Wednesday. We will see. But again, trade smart, trade safe, enjoy those profits. And again, I hope you were able to take something of value away from the stream and learn something new today. And again, thank you guys for being here, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. All right, team, we can go ahead and start running a downtrend on PEGY. Right, we know we have some light support at 342. If we ever hit that support level and hold it and break that downtrend, it could be a nice little long back up to high a day. So that's what we're aiming for here on PEGY at this point in time. This one's on high watch, guys. Probably grab a few thousand shares down around that 342 level and have stops really tight. You know, I'm talking 5 to 10 cent tight. Because we want that lower shadow to hold to a penny, bounce, break the downtrend, and then follow through. If that doesn't happen, we're completely out quickly, and we'll look to see what we have down around 328 support. And remember, what was it, CABA for the high probability short squeeze over 328. Do not forget about CABA over 328. Then TBLT for the swing trade that we'll be continuing to analyze today, into the day, into tomorrow as well, for the possible swing trade. A lot of great potential out here today, guys. We're going to make some big-time profits.